So hello guys, welcome to my live stream, and today we are going to do some normal Forex analytics just as we do on a usual basis. However, so let me just open up my trading view so that let's go straight into our trading platform to actually start doing the analytics. So I just want to give you some free signals that you can actually look up here. And for those of you who will be interested in trading the free signals, please do well to actually join my Telegram channel, as the link will be down in this video description. So in my Telegram channel, I normally, if there's any changes to the signals, I normally drop it live in there to tell you what and what you need to modify to make sure that what you are taking the right trade. So please do well to check out my Telegram channel, whose link will be down in this video description as well. So now let's just wait for our trading view to actually come up. So okay guys, as you can see right now, we are inside my trading view now. So now let's just go straight and then do some analytics on some of the pairs I personally trade. So we're actually going to start with GBP USD, which is one of my favorite. So you can see this was a setup I had last time. Market did not come to trigger my entry, so I actually let go of that. So for that, let me just clear every single thing off, and then let's do a fresh analytics. And please, for those of you who are actually following my setups, don't just look at the signals, but actually learn from how I'm doing my setup in order to actually help you also do yours as well. So I normally start my setups from the weekly time frame to see the position whereby the market is right now. So right now, if you look carefully, you can see that the market is at a key resistance level. So we have this hot all-time high at this level here, and the market is very close to it. And then we'll come over to the daily time frame. So normally, one thing I do on the weekly time frame is that I try marking out the point whereby the market is, which is the highest point, and then most of the times I also do look at the trend, and you can see in this case we are having a very tiny trend into the level here. So here we have an ascending triangle structure on the weekly time frame, which is an indication of a buying market, which is a market that is going upward. So I'm just going to go down to a much more lower time frame. So now I'll come over to the daily time frame, and then on the daily time frame, the only thing I want to look is how the market is currently reacting from those levels. So the daily time frame is still confirming that we'll have an uptrend. So for me personally, I'm going to get rid of this weekly time frame, because I only use it to see the structure the market is creating on the weekly time frame. And here on the daily, we can clearly see that the market is actually following up this momentum to the upside. However, despite the upside movement, we can see that the market is actually moving into a very key level. So for that reason, we need to be very careful when we are trying to buy. So I'm just going to go over to the 4-hour, which is the time frame I use in doing my conclusion about the market. Now looking at the 4-hour time frame, here you can see that we have a supply around this level. So note that the market is actually a buy market. If you are looking at the market from the back here, it's actually a buy market. So let me just mark out every single thing out for you. So looking at the higher time frame over here, I will say I have my market shift. So the market was a downtrend for bear, suddenly switched into an uptrend. So here I will say I have my market shift here, and then I had a break of structure around this point, and then another break of structure around this point. And then looking at from here coming downwards, we can see that the market later gave us a downtrend here, creating this market shift for us as well. So this gives us a market changing to the downside. So with this in mind, looking at this market structure right now, we can be considering both buying and selling. However, my main focus would be actually selling. The only time I'll consider buying is if this market is able to actually break out of this high and above here, which is the 1.31 level. That's when I'll be considering selling. So looking at this market structure, I will all about looking for a selling opportunity. So from where the market is right now, I will only be focused on selling the market, and I will not be looking at anything that has to do with buying it. So let me just set it up here with full focus on selling alone. So I'll be waiting for the market to actually come and test this supply area. So here is a very clear supply zone. So I'll wait for the market to actually test this supply area, and they give me a bearish close on the 1 hour time frame or the 15-minute time frame. Then I'm going to take a sell trade from this level here. So here is my setup for GBP USD using the 4-hour time frame. So please, these are swing trade. They are swing trade because I want to take them on my prop firm. So when I'm taking trades on the prop firm, I just want to take trades and then let them be like that. So this would actually be a swing trade. Now this level here, I have this where the first take profit will actually be out. Yep, area here like this. So I'm just going to set my alert here. So for those of you who want to take the signal, here is it. We'll be looking for a sell trade on GBP USD once the market actually gets to 1.30213. We'll be looking for a sell from that level. So once the market gets into this supply area and they give us a bearish close, we're actually going to take a sell trade from that level. And if you are watching, please don't forget to like the video and also drop any comment and drop any market you actually want me to analyze. So looking at this structure, we are all about taking sell trade in this market. So I'm just going to keep my alarm here, my alert here, I mean. So I'll just keep my alert here like this, and then once the market breaks above it and they give me that bearish close, then I'm actually going to take the sell. So now let me just open up the full setup details for you. So we are taking a sell entry on GBP USD at 1.30213 level, and then take profit is actually 1.28149, and then your stop loss should be at 1.30540. So if you look at it right now, we are using a reasonable stop loss size. So we are using 33 pips for stop loss, and then our profit target is actually 213 pips. So this will actually be a swing trade. And for those of you who are trying to know which prop firm I actually use for my trading, I actually use Blueberry Funded. So I use Blueberry Funded for all my trading. So the link will be down in this video description. You can actually click on it to actually go check it out. So in case I forget to put it, you can kindly let me know or join my Telegram channel, and I'm actually going to give you the link to buy Blueberry Funded. And all these trades that I'm sharing here with you, I'll personally be trading them in my Blueberry Funded account. So here is our setup on Euro USD. On GBP USD, we are waiting to take a major sell from here. So if I'm waiting for a sell on GBP USD, automatically means that I'm also waiting for a sell on Euro USD as well. And you can see for Euro USD, I already had a setup long ago. I'm just waiting for it to be triggered. You can see it here. I had a setup at that level very long time ago. You can see I have that level long time ago. So I'm patiently waiting for the market to get there before I take my sell from that level. So it's same thing. So for Euro USD, we'll be considering a sell. Let me just take a look at how many pips I set here as stop loss. Here is about 50 something pips. So on Euro USD, we'll wait for the market to actually get into the supply level, and then note that I'm marking all the supply and demand levels on the 4-hour time frame. So Euro USD, our sell point is actually 1.10997, and our take profit will be at 1.07699. And then our stop loss will actually be at 1.11543. So that is also our setup on Euro USD. So once Euro USD get to this level, so we'll first of all wait for the market to actually get to the 1.111 level, and then when it gives us a bearish close, and then we're actually going to take the trade. So for that, I'll set my alert as usual. Yeah, so here is our sell entry also on Euro USD. So on Euro USD also, we'll be looking for a selling opportunity, and our profit target will be this level here, this lower path here. This one will be actually looking for to take our profit. So now this is a setup as well. So as I already said, you can join my Telegram channel, and I'm going to drop all of these setups in there. Once it's time to take the trade, I normally drop it in there as well, so you can join it. Now next up is actually GBP Chef. You can see I already have a sell position running in this market already. The same technique that I'm using to teach, you can see I already have a sell position running here. My first entry was around here, then my second entry came way below inside the level here. So this one is already selling, so there's no need to actually analyze this for you anymore. So I'll just keep this aside. Now let me move on to a different market, GBP JPY. As for GBP JPY, you can see I already had my smooth target from last week. A solid 1:4 from last week, as you can see from here. However, let me just clear off everything and then let's take a look at the new market movement. So on the 4-hour time frame as well, the market is still dancing around this supply level, so there's no much thing to do here. So personally, I will not advise trading this market yet, because the market is still around this supply level. And if you take a look at this supply level carefully, this level is actually matching up with a key support level over here. So for safety reasons, I won't really consider trading this market right now until the market breaks and close above the 192 level. So till then, I'm not considering taking any trade in this market, because the market can decide to sell or it can decide to buy, even though the buying side is the most probable side. However, you can see there's a supply here as well. So for GBP JPY, I'm not considering trading this market right now. I'm just going to leave it. The sell is already gone. You can see here was the sell. After the market gave us this supply level here, this other part was where we should have sold from. But the market is already gone away from that point, so we can just skip it. Let's take a look at the same structure over here. Here was the setup I had. It didn't get triggered, so I was waiting for the market to come and close above. I didn't get it, so I didn't take it as well. So now it's same thing for USD JPY, so I'm still going to skip that as well. Now let me also leave NZD JPY. So I'm currently skipping a lot of JPY pairs right now, as their market is not really stable. Okay, so this was another one I had on GBP JPY, GBP NZD wasn't taken. So now let me just clear it off and then let's do a fresh analytics on it. So looking at GBP NZD, we can see clearly that what the market gave us a change of character around this level here. On the weekly time frame, you can see we are in an uptrend on the weekly time frame. You can see it here. This is an upward channel. We can actually see this clear upward channel in the market on the weekly time frame. So this means that what we should be looking for a buying opportunity. Now we'll go over to the daily time frame to see if the market hasn't taken any structure to the downside, and still the market hasn't done that. So next off, which is the 4-hour time frame, we get to identify our supply and demand levels. So now let's take a look at it. So here is a supply level, right? A demand level right here. But this one seems to be mitigated already. So, okay, it hasn't been mitigated. Let me zoom into it. It hasn't been mitigated. Here is a candle body way below here. And if you look at this demand level on a much higher time frame, you see that that level is matching up with this key level that we had here. So now let me just expand this a little bit. So this level is actually trading into here. So if you are looking at GBP NZD right now, you can consider taking your buy already, or you can wait for this other demand here. So personally for me, I'll wait for this lower demand here. So let me just mark it out and close this one off. So looking at the daily time frame, I'll be waiting for this demand lower here on GBP NZD, which is likely to happen because the market is going to sweep out this area and probably use it as an area of liquidity. The market might actually use this area as an area of liquidity just to come to that daily time frame demand level. Yep, so for GBP NZD, I would advise you wait for the market to come over to 2.100 level, which is a very key psychological level as well. That's what we can consider taking a buy from. So now let me just highlight it out. So we'll be buying GBP NZD from this lower point here. The market is in an overall uptrend. Forget about this mini downtrend here. It's just to sweep out all the stop losses that are pending below here and all those entries that are waiting down there. That's what the market is just after. so we can get a sweet target here like this. So now here's my buy entry on GBP NZD. So buy entry on GBP NZD is at 2.09820. That's the entry. That's what we are looking forward to buy from. Now our profit target is actually 2.19262. That's where we are actually targeting our TP level. That is the point level. And then our stop loss is actually 2.08314. That's our profit target as well. So now here's every single detail spreaded out here for you to actually see. And then next up is actually gold. Now let's take a look at gold. So last time I added gold to the title, but I wasn't able to actually look into it. So please, for those of you who are dropping comments, okay. So let me see. Okay, there are no comments right in here, so there's no problem. Let me continue with the live streaming. So looking at gold right now, let me just come over to the weekly time frame. On the weekly time frame, you can see gold close fully bullish. So gold is fully bullish on the weekly time frame. So now let me just mark the weekly low here that I'm seeing. So here is the weekly low. Let me just give it the normal title I give it, weekly low here. And then I'll come over to the daily time frame. On the daily time frame, we can see this is a more of an equal low here that the market was trying to create, even though it wasn't that equal, and then the market broke out of it here and they came back to retest on the daily time frame. So we are just using this to create key levels to actually trade from. So now let me look at the 4-hour time frame. Now looking at the 4-hour time frame, we could be looking forward to actually place a buy order on gold. So now let me come over to the 1-hour time frame in this scenario. Okay, so we are if gold could trace back to this key level here, because it broke out of this level, it hasn't retested it. So using a breakout and retest system, we can actually wait for gold to actually pull back into this level here. So personally, I'll wait for gold to pull back to this level here, which is the 2461 level, so which is 2461 level. So we can wait for gold to actually trace back to this level, and then we are going to get another buy from here. So probably during the week, a news or anything can actually push it back. If gold coming back from this top to this level here is just a very short term walkthrough for gold. So we'll patiently wait for gold to give us a fall from here, and then we are going to consider a buy from here. For those of you who don't know what I used to confirm my entries and all of that, you can actually check my video on my trading setups and all of that. So once gold come here, we can use a very tight setup. So when I'm trading gold, I'm very cautious about my stop loss sizes. I don't like going in too huge with my stop loss sizes, because gold is highly volatile and it's kind of crazy. So entry on gold will be buying from 24.65, take profit is at 25.25, and then your stop loss at 24.46. As simple as that. A very short target that could yield more results, provided that you hold it for a longer period of time. So so if the market goes higher than this level before pulling back, that will be our next target as well. So now this is simply it about gold. Gold just took out this you can see there was a triple top here. It took out the triple top, so we are waiting for it to come back to retest the triple top, and then we get a solid buy entry from that level as well. So now this is it all about the market I'm actually going to trade this week. So now let me just uncheck the ones that I'm not going to trade. On flag, on flag, on flag. Okay, GBP NZD. Okay, I'm trading this one, so flag. So now I already gave 4 setups already. First one is on GBP USD. I'm waiting for the market to come over here, then we'll take a sell, and we'll target this low here. And then next up is actually Euro USD. We're also waiting for the same thing, market come back here, and then we'll take a sell as well. So I'm going to hold a sell on GBP USD and Euro USD at the same time. And then for GBP JPY, we'll be waiting for the market to trade back to this low here, and then we'll get a buy from this low level here. So we want you to take out this daily range that it created here. So after you sweep out this area, then we can be considering a buy. And for gold as well, I'm waiting for gold to trace back into this level, and then we'll look for a good buying opportunity from this lower side as well. So now, if you have any pair that you actually want me to look into, you can kindly drop it down in the comment section, and I'm going to attend to that as well. So for those of you who want to use the same prop firm as I do, please you can kindly check the video. I'm going to pin a comment in this video. That is the prop firm I actually use. So I use Blueberry Funded, and that is the number one prop firm that I'm actually going to trust, even though I use it alongside other prop firm. But that is a particular one I can actually really trust, and then give you full cross of mind in that you should actually use. So Blueberry Funded is my number one prop firm. So you can either use my link, or you can go directly onto their website by just searching for blueberryfunded.com. So the reason I trust blueberryfunded.com is simply because they are fully backed with a broker. Yes, you can hear me right. You can hear me right. They are fully backed with a broker known as Blueberry Market, which makes it 100% legit. And also with Blueberry Funded, in case you encounter any sort of issues with them whilst you are trading them, you can kindly let me know down in my Telegram community, and I'm going to reach out to their to one of their operators, because I'm in contact with one of them. So once I have any issue, I can actually easily reach out to them. So that is everything about the prop firm and everything. For those of you who want to use the prop firm, you can actually check my Telegram channel. The link is over there. So hope you find this helpful. Just save down these signals, and then at the end of the week, we are going to take a recap. If any of them got triggered, or if any of them hit take profit or stop loss, we are going to look into them.